Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nayaswami Padma, and I'm here today to bring you a taste of Yogananda's original teachings, inspiration from those teachings, as expressed through Swami Kriyananda's autobiography, The New Path, in those sections where he was living with Yogananda. And today is Good Friday, so a blessed day to you. I hope you get a chance for a long meditation, at least longer than usual. It's a nice thing to do. Let me read to you this little excerpt. When this disciple, already a disciple since she was a young schoolgirl, met the master at the breakfast table one day, he remarked to her, "You didn't meditate this morning." "Sir," she protested, "I meditated a whole hour." Master, quite unimpressed, replied, "You should have meditated half an hour." He had seen that in sitting longer, when not in the mood that day to meditate with intensity, she had actually done less effective meditation. Intensity is everything. Intensity of awareness, that is. You know, when Yogananda used to give talks all around the country in large auditoriums, they say he would come streaming down the aisle on the way up to the stage, and his hair would be flying behind him, and he would get up there and he'd say, "How feels everybody? Awake and ready. How is everybody? Awake and ready." People would respond. And we do that at our Sunday services at Ananda. Swami Kriyananda wrote that into the Sunday service flow. We start off that way because in order to absorb the depth of a meditation, in order to absorb the inspiration of a meditation, we need to be alert. We need to be awake and ready. Swami Kriyananda talks about intensity of awareness so that we're completely focused in our awareness, one-pointedly. He explains, Yogananda, that is, explains that concentration is concentrating our awareness on one thing. Meditation is one-pointed concentration on God. And so that level of concentration that it takes, and it doesn't mean, when he says intensity here, he's not meaning, with a furrowed brow, we're, tensing our muscles and we're being intense, literally. He's talking about that the fact that we are awake and ready. We are alert and paying attention to that one-pointed concentration on God. And so it's not what he was saying to this young disciple. It's not that we should meditate less or half as much than we would otherwise. It's not that he was advising shorter meditations. What he was advising is meditations as long as we are alert. And I think it's important. I see so many of my friends who have fallen into the wrong habit, not just the old friends, but even some of my younger friends. They're in the habit of nodding off during their meditations. And this is something that I've always promised myself I'd rather pinch myself and stay awake and alert than to nod off. And in that case, it's better to do a shorter meditation but discipline ourselves not to get sleepy or drowsy or that's when it usually happens, when we allow our minds to wander. It starts to wander on the day's problems or tasks at hand. It doesn't even have to be problems, but the mind is just wandering in those directions, and it's no longer in one-pointed concentration on God. And granted, it's not easy to do that, and to do that for very long or consistently. If we did, we wouldn't be adorning this world. We're all struggling with this. But creating a habit of not paying attention, of not being awake and ready, this is something that we can do something about. This is something that we can avoid by creating these little disciplines for ourselves so that we stay alert. And Swami Kriyananda has us say at the beginning of the Sunday service, how feels everyone awake and ready? How is everyone awake and ready? And this is so that we can be alert and awake and absorb the vibration and the message of Yogananda's teachings in that particular Sunday service, in all Sunday services. So joy to you, and we'll see you again on Monday. Next week it'll be Rieman's turn. Have a beautiful Easter weekend. Blessings to you. Bye-bye now.